Yeah.
I'm
Are we
drinking,
recording?
I think it's a red blend. Yeah, it says it was being recorded. Okay, sorry.
I was trying to see. I thought there were like a ton of people, and now I see there's only five.
And
That's fine. Cheers to you guys.
yeah, it was a lot of people I thought.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
Shay says the note taker apps.
oh, that's what makes it record automatically. Well, we need to be careful what we say.
Oh, that's a good one. She says Reese's and Zinfandel. That sounds good. I know I was thinking I should have just done like cab and chocolate, but I followed that like wine enthusiast post. Have you guys seen that one? Yeah.
I heard about it. I hadn't read it yet.
Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, it was like an infographic of like things that pair well, but like it looks good, but there were a lot of wines that I just don't have on hand.
Mm. Sherry, what did you say you were drinking again?
I'm drinking. I'm sorry, of course, it's a phone call as soon as we start talking. I'm drinking, I think it's a red blend. I'll have to, I just threw the bottle away.
No.
I think it's a red blend. And then I've got this other red that I started that was opened over the on Saturday. So I'm gonna see what this was. So
Here.
I
My
wanted to open
sister.
something new, but then I was like, that just feels wasteful. So I'll just drink something already open.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's like almost a holiday.
All right. My sister, she does crafting. She's a creative. And so she said, I need some wine bottles. I said, well, how many do you need? And she said, I need 10 by December. Can you do that? I said, you're adorable.
You're like,
You're
can I
like,
drink 10 wines?
in a month and a half, yeah, I think I can manage it.
That's so funny. I know. Like who needs a craft project? I'm here to contribute.
You know,
Sharice,
Where
so
are
what chapter
you?
are you in?
uh,
What chapter are you in?
me,
Mm.
Mhm.
I'm in the national chapter,
Oh, nice. Where do you live?
Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there are Black folks in Arkansas. There absolutely
No,
is. People
I
are,
was gonna ask you,
when
I was like, anything related to Walmart?
the, people always ask me that because when I
Yeah.
went to Wine and Culture Fest last year, they were saying, hey, Trent,
Hey, Trent.
how y'all doing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's
You're
your event?
you're on mute, but cool.
Hey, everybody.
You're muted.
Hey, Samira.
I'm not staying. I'm just saying hi.
Thank you for coming.
Hey, how are
Can y'all
you?
hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can hear you, Trent.
Okay. Yes, we're still out at our little outing, but we wanted to pop in and say hi
Oh, that's awesome. Thank
and
you, guys.
support y'all because we know Charlotte has been working very hard
29.
and we're
Yeah, we're
supporting y'all.
we're out here.
Yes.
Oh, you're fine.
Yes.
What do you guys, Trent? What are you guys drinking?
Where's the bottle? Did we put this away?
What? Origin.
Which red is this?
It's Sicilian 250.
It's a Sicilian red.
Ooh,
I don't
nice.
have the bottle details, but it's very cute.
Oh, she looks like she's about
Very, very cute. We've had a good night. What are you sipping? And come on, costume.
I got a teddy bear pumpkin sweater happening.
I
Oh
love
my
this.
God.
I got a New Zealand Pinot Noir, Central Otago, and I was trying to pair it with M&Ms, but it's only kind of working. So
Okay. Yeah, I think that too. Okay. E for effort. We love her.
yeah,
Yeah.
we tried, right? That's the point.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
with chocolate, you would have to try something really bold, like a cab or a Syrah or something like
yeah,
that.
he's very. He looks
Yeah,
like you.
I
Yeah,
think
used
they
to be.
tried to say
Right.
that like
Oh,
the
wow.
fruitiness
She
of the
looks like
peanut
that.
paired with the candy. I don't find it. Maybe at the very end.
Well,
I'm
you
not
have
sure.
very lovely children.
Dear, are you drinking something?
No, Tahara is old and detoxing as usual.
I'm old, but I'm not detoxing. Not yet.
Listen,
Not yet.
42 don't hit the same. I can't drink every day.
Oh hell, I'm older than you are. And I think I got a different kind of liver though. You know, in my
Possibly.
family, we soldiers, you know.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, no, and I'm drinking tomorrow, so I'm
Yeah.
taking it down.
Are you at home or are you out of country still?
No, I'm home. I am in Atlanta preparing for this goddamn election.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Let's not start the conversation, but yeah. Trent,
Okay.
are you north or are you in Georgia?
Oh, wow.
I'm in New York. We're like just wrapping up our little chapter
Oh,
gathering.
fine.
Yeah,
Make sure you take some pictures and stuff so we can post it.
we did. I'll definitely send them over.
Mm.
It was
Drop
a
them
cute time.
drop them in the circle.
Not trying.
Oh yeah.
You sent it twice.
oh yeah, I just joined that today. I think it's cool.
Okay, let me double
Really
check.
cool.
Yeah, right?
Very hard.
Yeah.
I think I would be like,
Okay, I'll be
I've
right
been
back,
in-
y'all. We're clearing our check now. So
Okay.
once I leave here, I'll call you on my way to the train.
Okay.
Our parents did it twice. I think I might have
Right.
done it. It's like earring.
I gotta put my baby in the bed, y'all. So I just wanted
Thank
to
you for
pop on
popping
and
in.
say hi.
Okay.
Yeah. Talk to you
Can't
later.
see good, but yeah, I'll probably pop back on a little later.
Yay.
Hey.
Come play with us.
Bye.
So has anybody tried that Tabitha brown wine yet?
No.
I hadn't been to Target yet, but I want to try it. The Tabitha wine, and there was another one that had just come out.
I just tried the Issa Rae with the Cherie this weekend.
Okay, I didn't like that one.
Really? Which one did you try? Because we tried, what was it, the sparkling rosé?
Yeah, we did
I
the
didn't-
sparkling rosé.
Mine was just the sparkling, just the prosecco. I didn't try the rosé because I don't like rosé.
Got
It's a whole thing. Though I prefer.
Wait, I want to hear about it. What do you like about it? Too bitter?
No, to me, when I'm drinking like I'm really good at picking up flavors and smells and taste, but to me, rosés always taste really, really like muddied, the flavors and the smells. I can't really take out any smells or flavors, and it just all tastes like the same. It also tastes like soap water, most of them, and so that's why I don't drink.
Interesting.
So there's only been a couple that I've liked. So if y'all know Alicia, she's always sending me rosés, texting me rosés, saying try this, try this, try this, and she's so excited when I get a rosé I like.
That's funny. I feel like rosé is one of those wines, like I don't know why, but it goes like straight to my head. Like you have two glasses. Maybe it's because like we're always drinking them outside or something. But by the second glass, I'm just like done. Like day drinking has descended, you know? It's not my favorite.
Where do y'all live again?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Okay, cool. I always want to visit there.
Yeah, you're welcome to come visit us anytime. We can meet some friends.
Yeah, Kelly lives there. Is it Kelly? Kelly lives in South Carolina, or is it North Carolina? I want to say it's South Carolina.
I don't think I know. Who's Kelly?
Kelly, and I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name.
I know, like I've talked to Ajana Claire in Charleston.
Who?
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta message her. Ajana Claire.
Okay.
She's cool. I like her. She's a lawyer.
Oh, really? I always need to know lawyers and doctors.
We know a doctor.
Keep them out.
Family medicine.
Please keep them on tap. I'm always liable to get in some type of trouble or hurt something. So
she seems really great too.
That's so hilarious. I only knew her as like she's a doctor and had no idea what her specialty was or anything like that. We just meet up and go to dinner and drink and
Oh my
just don't
gosh.
really talk about work.
She knew a surprising amount about wine too. Like
Mhm.
really, like she knew more than Kate. Kate did not know a lot.
I know.
Oh,
So
you're
Sharice, I had like well, would you call it a tasting, Alex? What was that? It was
it was like an in-home tasting.
yeah.
Mhm.
And she was okay. She was very nice.
You were,
Um,
I think you were nice, and then it made it easy for her to seem nice.
Wow.
Seriously, no, seriously. Like this lady comes in and she's like had totally botched the time, right? She comes in and like Cherie's like, would you like something to eat? Like, what can I get you? I mean, she was like the nicest person of all time. And meanwhile, like this woman like totally was on thin ice.
Oh
I'm
wow.
gonna blame it on
So
the mimosas. We had a lot of mimosas
It wasn't us. It
mimosas,
wasn't
before.
us. We were great.
mimosas do not make you act like a jerk.
Well, what was really funny, and like, sure, you tell me what you think, but like, she kept saying like the wines are really clean, there's no added sulfites, but like every single bottle said contains sulfites. So I was
So
like,
she didn't know what the
I was like, what do you mean? Like, you mean like there aren't any extra than the normal amount? Like,
so
what are we talking about? Like, I just
the
was,
only
I didn't want to
wines
call her out, you know, because I'm not very confrontational.
so the only kind of wines that don't have sulfites are natty wines.
Yeah, exactly. And those are like the cloudy ones. I love those. Those are cool.
Right. I used to be in this wine club where we used to do weekly virtual tastings. He would send the wines to you and he would send you like 4 wines. So every
Oh,
Wednesday
that's cool.
we would get on a call and he was all about natural wines. That's what he liked. Like a lot of the wines that I like, he was like, "Oh, that didn't taste good. That didn't taste," because he's so into natural
Yeah.
wine. You know, I like sulfite in my wine. I don't know.
Do you guys know this brand? Love Block.
Love Block.
I don't know if you can see it because the camera.
I I've never heard of that before.
So, you know the brand Kim Crawford?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, Kim Crawford is a man, he's a winemaker. And
yeah.
he and his wife, Erica Crawford, sold that brand to Constellation like years ago. So, this is
Uh-huh.
their new label.
Really?
Mhm.
So when I first heard Kim Crawford, I thought it was a woman until someone corrected
Yeah,
me.
because that's how they market it.
Hey.
They're like, oh, with your friends, Kim Crawford, you know?
Right. So I thought it was a woman. And
Yeah.
then my friend was like, no, it's an Asian man. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I don't know.
He is a very tall, quiet, white guy. He's a really good winemaker.
Really?
Yeah, he's a really good winemaker. He's really nice, but like he just doesn't really care about talking to you. He just wants to make wine.
Which I like people that shut up and pour. I like that.
Yeah. Well, what I was gonna say is so she recently released a Sauvignon Blanc that is sulfite free, but because they use green tea tannin instead of sulfites. And apparently, like the antioxidants in the green tea help preserve the wine. And it is like really interesting. It's a Sauv Blanc that doesn't taste like a Sauv Blanc at all, as you might imagine. It tastes like guava or something. Kind of cool.
So what's the alcohol percentage on it? Is it sweet?
No, it's the same as her regular one. I'll have to check on exactly what it is, but it's called Love Block Tea, Tee.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really interesting. But yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with like no sulfite wines, so I think that's like my first one. But they do now after selling like their big mega, you know, Sauv Blanc, they're really into like natural farming and they do the farming that has like the sheep and everything and like on the property. So it's pretty cool.
That's,
Oh.
that's really cool. Or is it easy to get wines in South Carolina?
North Carolina.
Are y'all in
No.
North Carolina?
Yeah, Charlotte.
Mhm.
Charlotte.
It's not. It's actually easier to get them in South Carolina because there's all
Uh-huh.
these like the grocery game's really strong in North Carolina. So we have this like grocery chain called Harris Teeter, and they have like a ton of wine, and Costco's really strong here, but it's hard for people to ship wine to you because like a lot of like the imports can't ship to your house. So it's easier if you live in South Carolina, actually, because they'll ship them directly.
I have that same problem in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Yeah, getting wine shipped here, it's like it's really hard. But
Yeah.
I get to know the winemakers and they'll send it to me anyway. And then
That's
they'll be like,
awesome.
I'm gonna send you some flowers. I'm like, okay. Or I'm gonna send you
I'm gonna send you a lot of water.
right, I'm gonna send you some water or something. And I'm like, okay, that's when I know. And then they send it in a package, and that's when I know, you know.
That's so funny. I know they're like, it's fancy olive oil.
Yeah. But some of them
Are you the
use me.
host? I'm sorry. Are you the host? I just got a text. One of my friends is in the waiting room and she was like,
No, I'm
I'm
not.
not the
Okay.
host.
I think I can still admit people. Let's see.
okay,
I'm not the host.
Oh,
Okay.
did it work?
Yeah, Alex, you're the host.
Oh, I wasn't the host for the starting the meeting, so I wasn't sure. Oh, it says co-host. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sheree.
no, no problem. Okay, keep going.
Oh,
Sorry.
trouble is here. Watch out.
Hello,
Trouble
thank you for
is-
joining. Sorry you were in the waiting room. We didn't know that we could press admit. By we, I mean me, just me.
No,
Yeah.
it's all good. Listen, I was a day late and a dollar short anyway. I apologize for being tardy.
No, please don't apologize. We're just glad you're here. Are you drinking anything?
No, I was knee deep into my studies. The only thing I have been drinking is my master's sommelier. I'm doing my introductory to
Oh,
sommelier
cool.
certification.
What are you taking? So like
Right now I'm in the Burgundy course, finishing up Burgundy. But yeah, I had a smoothie right here. You know, I didn't want to mess my palate up and shit for the, you know what I mean? But
We won't ask you
yeah.
about Halloween candy then.
Oh, you said Halloween candy? Oh, I did pick up so much candy because we just bought a house in Detroit in June.
Oh,
And
congratulations.
thank you. And last year we were in Canton, a little bit closer to Ann Arbor, and no kids came to the house last year. And I was so sad about it. But this year, I know the babies are coming. So I got mad candy. I got the whole big bag of like the fruity stuff, you know, like the Starburst and the, you know, the sweet tarts. And then I got the chocolate, you know, with the Reese's and the Snickers. So I'm
So
pretty
you're the
excited
good
about it.
house. You're the good candy house.
And it's, you know, what's really sad about it, Cherie, is that I ain't got not one decoration, not a pumpkin. I'm about to say, I hope they just come and knock on the door. They like, she might be a Jehovah's Witness. I don't even think she got nothing in there. I hope they come.
yeah, I'm just gonna stick candy on the outside of my door and because I got a dog that won't behave and I can't open the door to all them kids.
Yeah.
He would be out here barking for nothing. He is a golden doodle, probably 12 pounds, soaking wet. As soon as he hear the ringer go off, here he go.
He's so cute.
Say, I want
So
to be a
cute.
Aw.
Well, my dog is a fatty, like her mama. And she is so loud. She's like 60 pounds, 70 pounds. She's a fat girl.
What kind of dog?
She's a weird breed. She's a weird mix. She's half corgi and half Labrador retriever.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. The lady who gave her to me has no idea how that happened, but she is loud. She wakes me up every morning.
Is she just like a little like stout, long-haired dog? Or short-haired, I guess.
I'm gonna see if I can get her to come in here. Della, come here.
Like, does she have the little corgi legs?
Yes, she got a corgi leg and a lap head and coat.
That's
Come here,
funny.
girl.
She be protected.
I used to have a Shar-Pei, like, you know, the wrinkly dogs. And every time you eat, she would like squish her face down on the table and just look at you. And it was like impossible not to be like, here's some food. Oh, she's so cute.
Oh, wow.
She just
Oh, she is cute.
Aw.
she protected you, Cherise. Treat her right, man.
She come get her. She's spoiled and she ain't no earthly good.
She's so cute.
And that's how she get away with stuff around here. Everybody feeds her, the maintenance men, neighbors. I don't even have to feed her most times. She's so bad.
So what y'all drinking out here in these streets?
So I'm drinking the Cedric the Entertainer Seta Sauvignon Blanc. I've had the red several times because it's delicious. It's like on point. This is the first time I had the white, and it's really good.
Okay. Trying to get a video to hey, what's up,
Hey,
Chris?
Crystal.
What's wrong with your video, boo?
It won't show me, and I'm trying to figure out why.
Oh,
There
there
you
you are.
go. I see your pretty face.
Okay.
There she is.
There her is. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Prosecco.
Oh, nice.
What's that one?
Called Stella Mia.
Hmm.
So it's my favorite cost-effective one. I get it from Kroger in Georgia.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very cost effective.
Kroger got
I like-
kicked out of North Carolina,
Oh.
so we don't have it. But we have Harris Teeter, which is technically owned by Kroger. Sorry, I don't know why I shared that.
Because it was
No, but
important.
it's true.
It
Like,
was important. Those details was important. Don't sell yourself short, Alex. That's why you shared it.
Well, it's funny because like if you go to South Carolina, you can go to a Kroger, but in North Carolina, there's not, and it's just strange.
mhm.
So you can go to
Yeah,
we got
I'm
so many
happy in
Krogers
Michigan
here.
that we at least have Kroger, but I do miss Publix. And even
Yeah.
though I don't eat processed meat, I still was in there with my eating the sub with
Yeah, pub sub.
with like 4 different cheeses on there and avocado.
Yep.
We
I
don't
miss
have
those Publix subs.
I like the chicken tender sub. It's so good.
and so we don't have a Publix here.
Yeah, not yet, but
Yeah.
they're coming probably.
We
They're
have
like
so
working
many
their way up.
we have so many Walmarts, y'all.
Of course.
And that's because their headquarters is here.
Yeah, Bentonville, right?
Yeah. Which is about 3 or 4 hours away from me. But yeah, they're known for Walmart. So there's a liquor store, a liquor store, Starbucks, Walmart in church on every corner. So that's the 4 corners you're gonna find.
So have you ever eaten from a Publix deli?
Me,
Mm-hmm.
I've never been to a Publix before.
Oh, so you don't know what you're missing.
I
It's an
Well, that's what-
experience, ma'am.
it's an experience.
Mhm.
People
We
in
gotta-
the South are like Publix loyal, but it's the same way like people in the North are like Wegmans loyal, and they're all like meeting in the middle.
And see,
I was just gonna
we don't
say,
have,
because Charlotte's getting a Wegmans and I am geeked. I'm like so excited.
The
and see,
first
we
one was
don't
in
have a
Raleigh.
Wegmans either. But when we got the last thing we got is a Trader Joe's. We have one Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I like Trader Joe's.
I love a good Trader Joe's, man. Especially when I
Yeah.
like really used to be balling on a budget with wine. Give me a little $2
Yeah.
chuck.
Yeah.
Little $2 chuck at the Trader
In
Joe's.
school, it was so affordable for sure too. Like I was just like, you could buy a case of wine for like $30.
I went once. I've only been in the store once, and I went there to get wine. And we have a huge wine section at our Trader Joe's. It's humongous. And I think that's what I did. I bought like 8 bottles for like maybe $40. It was great.
Yeah. That
Trader
wine and
Joe's-
cheese, right? Cheese at Trader Joe's is so affordable.
That's what I say. Charcuterie, like you can get you can serve a whole like event out of Trader Joe's, like
Yeah.
from the freezer section to their like their snack section, and they're really nice little hors d'oeuvre type things, and they all
Yeah.
taste really good.
And,
Mhm.
And then I can go across town to Whole Foods and get broke again.
Well, I was also gonna say, I know these are fighting words, but like Publix is more expensive than everybody else unless you shop the BOGOs. Because
Shop
that's
the
how
what?
everyone affords the BOGOs. All the companies afford the BOGOs because they raise their everyday prices.
Mm-hmm.
I used to
Well,
Tell them I
used to get
told you.
Instacart. I was so lazy. I would do Instacart, but I would do Instacart and then I would pick it up. All right. So I
Yeah.
would save on the delivery and stuff, but I would get all the deals that they had online.
Yeah,
And
they're so good with that.
that's what I used to, yeah, Publix looked out. But now I have Myers. Myers is really cool.
Oh
They
yeah.
carry a majority of the products that I eat. And then they have a co-op here in Detroit that I'm now a part of as well. And they're like directly with a lot of Black-owned farms and things of that sort. So
You're in Detroit?
um, yeah, I'm in Detroit
I have
now.
family up there.
Yeah, it's a good time. My partner works at
That's a-
University of Michigan. So like I was telling the team, we were in Canton for a year, but now we just purchased a home in Detroit. And yeah, so now I'm part of the co-op. And like I said, you can support a lot of the Black farms. And then it got a lot of produce that I'll be looking for. Like before, like lion's mane used to be hard to come by, boy. And now I can get some oyster mushrooms and lion's mane in so many, spots, not only as far as the co-op, but also like I said, Myers and Trader Joe's was one of the first that was carrying that lion's mane, but they would sell out like that. Once the word got out, they would sell out real quick. Not fancy.
fancy.
I got a couple go-to dishes that's really good. I ain't no vegan, and then I eat seafood and I eat lamb periodically, but I haven't had chicken in like 8 years. But I like to drink my calories. Y'all know.
Yeah.
Right?
What was that? Was that terrible? They used to say like when you drinking beer, it was like beer has food value, but food doesn't have beer value. They're like,
Right.
it's
Never
the
heard
same.
that before.
Yeah. So if you had to choose, that always made me laugh.
And I'm on Weight Watchers now, so I try to save all my points at the end of the day, so I can have wine, because wine is 4 points. So I try to load up then at the end.
Oh yeah, that's smart. I'm not even trying. Just maybe someday.
Yeah, I just
So good for you.
yeah, I said I knew I had to lose some weight when I was fighting for my life to put on shoes. I had to do something different. I was out there. So, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
it's
my
tough.
wine. Yeah, but
Well,
I'm
my
gonna
friend
have
Crystal over here taught me that if I drink straight liquor and add a little mineral water, that is fine and it's less sugar. Isn't that what you told me?
It
Tequila and
is.
vodka?
Mad
Drink that
unapologetic. She
tequila,
said,
drink that vodka, put a little seltzer water, not tonic, but actual soda water, a little lime, real lime, not the fake lime juice.
But tonic keeps away the mosquitoes.
Tonic has a lot of sugar.
Yeah. No, but seriously.
Oh
Isn't it
yeah,
right? Quinine?
tequila.
yeah, they say
Yeah,
a shot of tequila a day is supposed to be healthy for you. I can't stomach it though.
Well,
I love tequila, but it makes me so stupid. It brings my stellar D average plummeting to an F.
You gotta chill. My wife loves tequila. Like most of my bar is tequila, douce, and wine. Cause aside from wine, I only drink cognac. Hate to feed into the stereotype, and I prefer Black-owned cognac. So there falls the douce and some other things. But matter of fact, it's this steakhouse out here in Detroit, and this bartender made me. I don't know if I shared it with you guys. It was like this pretty much. It's like a high-end uh sangria, right? From scratch. And when you go to most places, sangria be stale, right? Will be come from stale wine. But he poured fresh glass of Malbec in there. A double shot of tequila. I'm sorry, double shot of douce rather versus typical rum, right? That they or brandy that they would put in
brandy.
sangria,
Yep.
right? So he did a double shot of douce. He did fresh lime juice, fresh pineapple juice, and his simple syrup was made from brown sugar instead of white.
Wow.
And it was so fucking good, son. Like it was so good. It just really spoke to my spirit. I was just like, it was just
It's
so
speaking to her
fresh.
now,
It was,
y'all.
Well,
was-
but question, were you still like on the floor the next day? Because that's always my problem with sangria. Like it tastes like juice, and then you're like, oh no.
I was good and drunk when it was the only one I had, and thank God it was early in the day. Ironically, guess what? You know what? Because I was built for this shit that day, Alex, because it was fucking Cinco de Mayo. It was Cinco de Mayo, and this
Tis the
restaurant,
season.
they had, for whatever reason, they decided to open their Mexican restaurant the week of Cinco de Mayo.
Oh my God.
Poor staff. They wasn't ready for it. They didn't go through the training built for a Mexican style restaurant the week of Cinco de Mayo. So it was a shit show over there. And even though we landed at a table, it took us like 30 minutes to get a glass of water. We said, you know what? We're gonna walk our little ass right back over there to your sister restaurant. And we end up back at the steakhouse. So that's kind of that story. So we end up, we was kind of prepared to kind of get pilt that afternoon anyway. And so yeah, it was a good time, man. But that's how I ended up at that spot.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
gosh. That sounds so good though.
I was drunk.
That's what's up.
I'm definitely a tequila person, but somebody told me, and I can't tell if they're like lying to me, that like tequila has probiotics in it because of the agave. So I just like choose to believe that. I'm like, it's good for you. It has probiotics in it.
Oh yeah, when they told me a glass of wine was good for your health, I know I took it too far. I know I did. Because I figured if one glass is good for your health, then 3 glasses have to be fabulous.
I mean, I think we're there with you. It's fine.
That's why I'm drinking this little tropical smoothie right now, because I know it's gonna be a hell of a day tomorrow and throughout the weekend. So I fell in love with this other me and wifey went on date night this past weekend, and I got introduced to Vina Cobos Cocodrillo red blend from Mendoza.
Never tried it.
But I tell you, it's so delicious. It's OD. It's OD heavy. So my favorite wine is Bordeaux. So I'm all here for a good heavy red. You feel me? It was so good. It was 2021. And I had spent most of the week looking for the bottle. I'm calling different grocery stores. I'm like, yo, I know y'all have to have this. Because some online it's like you will see it, but then it wasn't in stock at some, stores that actually had brick and mortar that I can walk into. So nonetheless, we went to Eastern Market this past weekend, and there's a wine shop, probably been there almost 50 years. And even though they didn't have it, it was one of those spots where she's like, hey, give me your cell number. I'll write down what it is that you need. I'll give you a call. But also what's most important, not like, and I'll do this with Total Wines, which is great too. But in some cases, they make you purchase the case if they're going, depending on, who it is that they're distributing and stuff is. So I was just happy that she was able to do about a bottle. And do you know, she called me this afternoon and said, I found it and it'll be here by Friday. I said, don't threaten me with a good time. I said, you put 3 in there for me, girl. She said,
amazing.
$30 a pop. I said, girl, it's more than the 80 at the restaurant. Shit, gone. But I can get 3 of them through you for what I spent for the bottle at the restaurant. But it is delicious. I'll put the name inside the chat. And if you guys come across it, I definitely, matter of fact, Cherie, it was a spot. I was so upset because sometimes the search, they like, listen, you said you was looking for it. They didn't care that it was off the zip code. I said, why are you showing me some shit in Charlotte? Why do I care about the goddamn wine shop in Charlotte? They're like, well, Google like, well, it carry it. Listen, you asked and I told you. So
yeah, like you're welcome.
Yeah, you might be able to find it locally, but I'll put a link in there.
So I think it's like really messed up that they would make you buy a case, because all distributors have built into their pricing a split case fee for when they have to break one case into bottles. So I feel like you should just be like, okay, well, just charge me the split case fee and not have to buy 12 or 6. That's crazy.
I haven't experienced it in Michigan, but when I was in Georgia, they wanted you to purchase a whole case, not even a half.
That's rude.
Yeah, it was wild.
So here's something funny. So I tend to be very loyal to my wine shop. This is a liquor store, but they sell, they get all my wines for my blind tasting that I do. And I called them and told them I need 5 wine glasses because I had broke some wine glasses and I didn't have enough because I was gonna have a group of people over and I didn't have enough wine glasses for everybody. And I told them I need 5 more wine glasses to have enough. They sent me over a case for free. They know they got a loyal customer. So they sent me
That's
over a
awesome.
whole case of wine glasses for free. And then the man always, because you know how you do the case, if you buy so many, you get a discount. He always gets me a discount on the 4 that I get for my blind tasting. He always give me like the case discount, which is like 40%, because he knows he has
Wow.
a loyal customer.
Mm, that's good. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's
What's
really
this
good.
called?
I used to get my cases from from Groupon. Yo, Groupon used to have the illmatic case. Man, it'd be like $80. Honestly, it was one time that the shipping cost more than the damn case. One time I lucked out on an international one too. It was a few years back though, but it was a good time. Like they had threw some type of discounts in there. I think the case ended up costing me like $10 and the shipping was like 30. And
Oh
I
my
was
God.
just so geeked about it. And it was honestly the case that was the first time I actually had Bordeaux.
Wow.
Yeah, because they
What
would mix it up. You could choose a white, a mix, or a red. And I did all reds, and most of them were domestic, which were fine. But yeah, they threw a few international in there, and one of them was a phenomenal Bordeaux. And I was like I said, I'm in my like 20s, so like I mean, I'm working in Philly and all of that. You know, my palate hardly sophisticated, but once again, like it was like I was like, oh, this is the shit. I never let nobody bring no Moscato around me again. Not to say I was drinking sweet wine at that time, but I was like, I'm off that. I was like, that's when I really got in my bougie bag.
right?
I'm bringing cab to the party.
You know
So
what's so funny is I feel like everyone starts there, right? Like everyone starts with like sweet wine and they kind of like graduate out of it. And then you come back around and you're like Riesling, or like, oh, wait, high end Moscato. And suddenly it's like a completely different conversation. Like I was telling Cherie, like I used to drink barefoot Moscato, which is so gross, but that was like a college thing. It's disgusting.
so my cousins, everybody in my family knows I'm the wine person. I'm the only one in my family that drinks wine. And my cousin was so proud of herself last Thanksgiving. She's like, cuz I got the good stuff. She had cupcake, y'all.
Oh no.
She's
That was
like,
the
I got
good
the good.
stuff to her.
She's like, I got the good stuff. This the high end stuff, cuz. And I didn't see the bottle. And then I tasted it and I'm like, oh, this is trash. This like some Sutter Homes type bullshit, right?
Oh no.
And so I said, cuz, let me see the bottle. And she's like, see, cuz, you need to get you some of this, take a picture of it. I said, no, I'll never forget. I'll never forget. Don't
I'll
you
never
worry about it. But
forget.
she thought she was doing so good. So now I got these bottles off Amazon, and somebody told me about that you can put wine in, like little taster bottles, and you can take
Mhm.
it. It lasts for like 9 months.
Wow.
So is this 11/11 sale like a really good or like have y'all
11/11 sale. What are you talking about?
they keep putting it in my Instagram feed, but it's some companies like all of the bottles are $30 to $50 bottles of wine, but you're gonna pay $11 and they do it once a year on November 11th.
I have
So
no
what
idea.
Sound like a
company?
scam, man. Sound like a scam. I just got scammed over the weekend. Let me check it out. Let me
What's the
check it out.
company called? What's the company called?
Hold on, because somebody put it in our chapter.
Is it Last Bottle?
Put it in circle. Send us a message or something.
I haven't joined Circle yet. I need to.
It's really cool.
I just got the message today, but then I was thinking about it. A previous organization I was in, I think you used Circle, but I never used it much then because I never did learn it. But I just got the notification to join like today or yesterday.
Yeah, it seems really easy to use, honestly. Seems cool.
It's
I'm not that smart. So
winetext.com, I guess.
Wine
Is
what?
wine text.
I see the
okay,
link.
that's
I see the link
a good
via
place.
winelibrary.com. And it does have a link at the, well, it gives the details about the sale. And then it says for more details, make sure you sign up via winetext.com. So let me see if it spams.
Now, I heard this place called lastbottle.com was good. They don't ship to me, but I heard that they were really good. We're getting like really cheap bottles of good wine.
I have no idea. I mean, there's so much wine out there. It's like really hard to tell, I think too, because also a lot of people are not like a national label. So they could be private label. They could be bottling just because they have extra juice. Like it's so hard to tell.
Right.
So who all here are wine professionals? Because I'm just a wine enthusiast.
Girl, me too. I'm doing my first round of intro certification, and I will hardly be doing that if the McBride sisters didn't give me a scholarship on it. So I
Oh,
just,
that's so
you
cool.
know how you pray for some shit. You know how you
Congratulations. That's
pray for it, and
amazing.
then it happened, and you like, oh shit, you got make this. You know what I mean? But yeah, I have
Well,
a wine brand, but still very much in the mentee stage as far as just building relationships, getting mentors by way of the Hughes Society, building relationships with farmers here in Michigan now, just when I'm ready to climb back and ferment some juice from here. But I do have, some other product that I fermented since 2020. So I got some Italian Cabernet and some other stuff I've been testing. Obviously, a lot of muscadine that I've played with just due to being in the South East. But yeah, I'm kind of like an enthusiast like yourself, I ain't got no pens out here in these streets. I'm just out here enjoying the vibes.
That's so cool that I heard Michigan's like the new frontier.
that's what I heard too.
Let me
Me
tell you,
too.
everything that the soil is so underrated. And then what we all love, which is why, once again, nothing against the muscadine situation, but obviously with it being so hot down there, nothing really survives in that climate.
Yeah.
And this, Michigan having all 4 seasons, what I mean, and just really, in that 30 to 50, like it's yeah, it's
What
perfect
would you
for that.
compare like the climate to? Like what other kind of wine region that we might know?
I mean, I think it's really close to France for the most part. I mean, it's
Really?
yeah, yeah.
I, I
It's
heard it's kind of like the Finger Lakes is what I heard.
yeah. Like I said, I've only been
I've heard
here
about
a
Finger
year and
Lakes.
really kind of been building relationships. A little bit less than that. So I haven't gotten an opportunity to go to Traverse City yet, which they have a lot because Traverse City, come to find out, is 4 hours away from me. I thought it was 2, so I was ready to hit the road 8 a.m., 9 a.m., a little road trip being wife. I was like, girl, we gotta get a hotel room. I
That's
said,
like the beach
we
for
got a
us in
plan.
Charlotte. Our closest beach is like 4 hours.
But Traverse
So
City, miles and miles and miles of vineyards here. But once again, just even being in the Detroit area, there are a few wineries. Even if they outsource their grapes juice, a lot of wineries are in the city. And then a lot of the farmers do come to that Eastern market, which is every weekend. So I'm learning a little bit more, about the viticulture out here. But ultimately, like I said, I just been knee deep into my studies and really just trying to, you know, um, the kind of build my brand in a way that's more so Michigan based versus Georgia, because I was going to keep it in Madison. So I'm just kind of shifting all of that. But yeah, it's a lot. Unfortunately, the Detroit chapter doesn't exist anymore. And once I get my, everything in line, like I said, just becoming a new homeowner and shit, low, you know what I mean? But ultimately, I like to, get with Shay and Tara and just to really, try to rebuild that chapter. So I
That'd
have
be
been
awesome.
building some, I've been creating a lot of relationships out here. So yeah.
and I have my WSET too. Um, but I'm not working in wine because, like I said, Arkansas does not have a real big wine scene. They're well, bless their heart, they're trying. There's actually a wine bar that's here, and it's been here since 21. And there's never hardly anybody in there because that's just not that. This is not that demographic. He has the same, you know, 4 or 5 people that come in, but it's a really beautiful bar. He has, weekly tastings and things like that, but there's just not a real wine scene to have an opportunity to get into the wine space here in Arkansas. And the laws
Yeah.
are so fucked up that you can't get stuff shipped. So
Yeah, I have them like for North Carolina, I have them shipped to my like local FedEx and I go get it, and they like card me and stuff, but it's fine.
your local FedEx, it will ship to your local FedEx.
Yeah, because there's like laws about like business to consumer versus business to business. So a
Uh-huh.
lot of times if they're shipping to a business, it's okay, but they just can't ship it to my house.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I would do it's worth checking at least because like I pick up from FedEx all the time and it annoys them and I don't care.
Yeah, people in
Yeah.
Utah, you just gotta lie and say it's olive oil on that bad boy.
That's
Vinegar.
well, like that,
You gotta say it's vinegar so you
talk
won't catch
about
a
that.
bad charge.
We were
Right.
like, oops, it's heavy water.
Somebody sent me a wine in a container that was a Christmas like container, and it was that you put candy in, but it was wine in there, and I was much happier with the wine than I was with the candy.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah.
So I work in wine, but I'm on the corporate side. So I'm in corporate sales. So I sell to like the grocery headquarters, like Publix, Costco.
Mhm.
So like I don't, I've never sold to like a restaurant or anything. So it's like a lot of wines. I could tell you like the key selling points from like someone who's walking into a grocery store and buying the wine, but I wouldn't be able to tell you about like the terroir or like the breakdown of varietals or anything. So I understand it at a high level, but I get a little nervous when people are like, okay, well, like, what does this pair with and what should I buy? And I'm always like, what do you like? Just like backing away slowly, like drink what you like.
Right. When people ask me that, I say, drink what you want, eat what you
Yeah.
like, you know. But Alex, do you get to choose the wines that you send out, or do you have like a list of wines?
No, like I work for a company. So we have like 80 wines in the portfolio.
Mhm.
And so I sell those. But it
Oh,
makes it hard sometimes because it's like, I mean, not hard, but like, you drink your own wine because in a way you almost can't afford to buy anyone else's wine in the grocery store because you're spending your life selling these wines. So
right.
it's like, I think, Sheree has experienced this a few times where I just show up with the same wine. I'm like, here you go, Prosecco again.
Your
Works for
habit,
me.
man. That's all
Yeah,
right.
that wine is paying for your house. You better drink your own product.
Well,
Right.
I
I do
$3.99
not
though.
complain.
I'm always trying to bring like new stuff, but you can only like bring so much new stuff,
Well, free 99 tastes good.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Although we got
And
to do
I've
a
tasted
tasting.
stuff that I didn't have before when you brought me like a little sampler this summer and you were like, hey, here you go. And I
Well,
was
I also
like,
told her because you guys probably remember, like I was pregnant, so there was just too much wine in the house, and I was like, "Here, take some. Like, I need you to take some."
Oh, where the hell was I when this little yard sale was happening in
Right,
these streets?
right. A lot of came to your house.
Dang. I'd have sent the Cash App through for shipping costs. You know what I mean?
No,
I ain't no leech. I'd have made it work.
it's like kind of real. Like I was saying that like, at the holidays you're always trying to like give away wine because you're just like at a certain point it almost feels like you're storing work stuff in your house instead of like wine.
I don't know. I cannot wait to come to your home.
I will stop
Right.
saying no.
Get some of that Southern hospitality you got going on.
You're
over
welcome
there.
here. Yeah, come to one of our meetings. It's the two
Talika,
of
we be both sitting up there knocking on the door with each other with a suitcase. And they gonna think it's clothes in it, but it ain't. It's gonna be empty because then where the bottles gonna go.
Shoot,
Look,
go
like
get
either-
Sheree a case to bring down here next time she comes to Atlanta.
Right.
Okay, you know what's actually really funny? So have you guys seen those like wine shippers in the sense that like, it's like a 3-bottle pack and it's in like a
Yeah.
square box. Inside is like the foam, right?
Yeah.
So I started getting really tricky at one point where I'd put 1 bottle in the 3-pack. And so FedEx had no idea what it was because it was the wrong weight. And I was like,
God.
I'm just mailing this box. It's a package. Like,
Listen, man,
I
I got
mean,
my ways.
I would never do that, but if I were
Of course
to.
not.
Like you said,
Never.
it's like Utah
Look,
shit. I
of
just be like,
course
hey, nah,
not.
it's vinegar.
I mean,
Listen,
I
man,
ship
it's
a lot of
folks
water.
over here putting more shit on the plane than Jesus juice, okay? Go and find
Yeah.
somebody that got a brick of cocaine and leave us the hell alone. That's how I
Right?
feel about it.
Right? Talk to
Well,
somebody got a real problem.
The worst part is that like my company actually has like FedEx licenses, right? They just like won't let us use them, right? I think it's because of the liability. They're just worried. But I'm like, it's legal. They have the license. Just go look it up.
They should be worried. They should be concerned because you're a liability.
Right. Just out here walking liability.
Liability. Oh, Alice, I know what my thought was. Similar to what you were saying, how it comes back full circle, right? So, when early in my corporate career, a lot of my events, my first introduction as far as red wine that I like was Pinot Noir, right? And
Yeah.
and then after like I get in my Bordeaux and my Malbec wave, I start shitting on Pinot. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
Pinot, right? And then I learned about Oregon Pinot. I said,
Yeah.
I
Like
said, hold up, player.
mushroomy.
I said, nobody told me that there was another world of Pinot. And yo, it's so
Well,
good. It's so
That's
good.
because the Oregon Pinot people are like the French Pinot people, right? And then the California Pinot people are like the New Zealand Pinot people. It's like, do you like big fruity wine or do you like weird, mushroomy, smelly, earthy wine?
Oh,
Seems like you like earthy.
man, that Oregon shit, that shit had
But we
me
were just
so
talking
good.
about that because it's like all the people who like French wine and then say they don't like Merlot. And you're just like, what do you mean?
I'm not a fan of Merlot. I haven't been a fan. I mean, you could stumble across a good one, obviously, but my go-to is definitely Malbec, if in fact I can't find.
But I feel like if you like Bordeaux, you have to like Merlot.
I did. You know what it is?
Because isn't it in it? Isn't it part of the blend?
Yeah, but the blend is the blend, dear. Okay, the cab. I mean, like, it's other shit that's balancing that out. but the Merlot by itself, I think the past few, I mean, I've had some good ones that I've tasted definitely at the Wine and Culture Fest, I'm sure. But as far as just being at a restaurant and getting a good one, it's been failing me more times than not. So I haven't been opting into bottles of Merlot in the past, probably like 3 years or so.
I feel like you make me want to prove you wrong.
Please do.
Like it's on this
Please do.
rabbit hole.
They'll
Just
put the
send
link
me
in
your
here.
address. It's fine.
Nah. I'll
How
go and
seriously are you
purchase
taking
it.
me with these on right now? But seriously,
If
yeah.
you have a good recommendation, I'll go and purchase it. Like I said, I'm just, I'm not turning my nose up to it too much, but I also don't like wasting shit. Now, like to you, like your point, being a creature of habit sometimes is like what's gonna be a good time. So
it feels controversial to admit, but Napa Valley Merlot has a special place in my heart, which sounds so basic and boring. But I would say there's a lot of situations in which I like the Merlot more than the Cab, and that sounds crazy.
No, not crazy at all. Matter of fact, I'm on my way to go and pick up that Coco Drillo.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna grab a Napa Valley Merlot, and I'm gonna keep it.
But it has to be a good one. Don't buy like Rombauer or anything.
Now I'm gonna get a good one.
Overripe.
Honestly, I've been a little bougie about my year lately too, man. Yo, 2020 gonna age to be real nice, man.
Yeah.
2020 is gonna be a really, really nice vintage. Like it's been really promising. And at this point, we're 4 years in, so I've been finding some really good. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do you proud. If you do have a recommendation
Well, I'll make you a deal. You try one. And if you don't like it, I'll send you one.
Okay.
I know now you're gonna say you don't like it, but
no, I'm not that guy. I'm not that.
It's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't be you. Well, I know it's been an hour, you guys. I mean, I feel like we could stay on if you want, but I know you don't have to if you have things to do. Anybody?
I should get back to my.
This has been fun.
Was fun.
I feel like this was pretty cool. I know I was a little bit worried that nobody was going to show up. I kept texting Cherie. I was like, "You're coming, right?"
We're here for you. I'm sorry once again that I was late.
No, it's legit
No.
only the two of us, so it's always like we're never quite sure how the event's gonna go.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
Alex Brave is your IJ?
Yeah. I'm not even sure what my Instagram photo is. I think it's me trying to look like really pretty.
I see
It's
you with the duck lips. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but since you mentioned it, I did see the duck lips out here in these streets. Oh, you have
Well-
twins.
and actually I have 3 kids, yeah.
Huh. All right.
It's not that duck lippy, it's just the angle because then I have less chins.
I wasn't gonna, you said it. You said but no, therefore I can slide in your DM, you know, if that
Trying to
one
hide them.
crash, so.
You ever
No,
like you someone call you do this just to hold your face up?
You don't have them. Just be like,
It's a cute photo. It's a beautiful photo, man.
Thank you. You don't have to lie, it's fine.
I won't lie. I'll just mute myself. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Accepted.
quick question though, if you don't mind, Talika, like did you have how many people were in Detroit? Or is it just you?
What you mean by people?
So
In
it's
the
just you
chapter.
in the chapter.
Oh no. That the chapter was actually dismantled. I want to if I had just moved here, and then I want to say maybe 3 months after I relocated, the chapter was done because a lot of other folks, they had their other one initiatives outside of the Youth Society, and there wasn't enough leadership and folks to be able to take the weight off of some of the members that were on the board. And once again, just when we relocated, I had too much going on to be able to, I had joined the chapter. I made it to
Yeah.
one meeting, and after that, the notification had come out that it was done. So ultimately, I just think they needed a little bit more leadership and a little bit more collective responsibility to be able to keep the chapter going. And this is also why I didn't want to prematurely jumped into it, and knowing that my time management is a little, between corporate America doing these courses. And then, like I said, we were purchasing a home, and then we went to Italy, Shay, and, went to Italy, we was in Venice, Italy, out in Verona and all of that. So even that trip and taking my mom out there and all of that. So it was just a lot happening, but I am hoping, and then we have a reception that we're planning for our union come next July. So I'm hoping by at least next fall that I'm able to really help, execute that and get that going. Because like I said, I'm building relationships. I'm still in communication with some of the folks that were inside the chapter as well. A lot of them reside in Detroit. Some of them are in West Michigan, in some cases closer to Chicago. But yeah, man, it's enough wine talent, enough diverse wine talent, especially that is out here that I would love to tap into. Even the Black-owned wine boutique that before I relocated here, they had I want to say their last meeting there in person. And they, that owner, she's like a mentor of mine. And I was even telling her about the Hughes Society as well. And I'm really just trying to get some folks that are interested, understand the community that we're building here, and have them contribute accordingly as well. So, just continuing to network.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I'm just being nosy because Alex and
that's
I
cool.
are always talking about it's me and Alex, and so we're
Well,
like,
yeah. I was gonna say part of the problem is I'm like an overambitious people pleaser. So when they asked if like I wanted to help, I was like, yes. Meanwhile, you know how it is. Like there's a ton going on. So I mean, I feel like it's been really cool. Like we wouldn't have done a lot of things otherwise, but it is funny because I think there's a decision on paper and there's a decision that you want to do. So just wanted to be part of it.
Yeah, what did the judge who did the last call with the Geechee culture community in the Carolinas, was she? I don't even know if she was a part of the Hughes Society. Damn, I'm having a brain for it.
I don't think I went.
We had like a little we had a
I've been trying to go to a lot of those calls, but it's
we had
tough
a
sometimes,
study
right?
hall. We had a study hall, and it wasn't the biodynamic John.
Oh, was it? Yeah, was it that one? That looked really cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I was able to join that. Was it Dawn Felder?
I believe you.
Yeah, Gullah Geechee. Yeah, so I don't know if she's in South Carolina or North Carolina, but yeah, that was on the 16th. That was A to Z chat with Dawn Felder, Boren.
Nice.
And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I know when she was talking, like she, she a judge too, so I know she got a lot going on. But trying to recruit her, slide in her DM by any means necessary. I'm just.
Someone actually just reached out to me today about joining the Charlotte chapter. So I was all excited. I know I sent them to like the interest form. But I didn't know exactly how it was all working with Circle now, like if people join through that or they still join the traditional way. I wasn't sure, so I'll just have to ask Shay. But I was excited. I was like, this is our first interest in a long time without me being like, do you want to join the board?
Congratulations in advance. Don't be afraid to continue to ask that. Like I said, I wish I was able to do it and better divine timing to be able to, but from my understanding, it's not, like shit happens and it's always enough, resources and opportunities for us to be able to revamp it. So it's not like an end all be all,
You'll have to let us know when you launch your wines. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
Alex, I was telling or talking to some of the members at Atlanta chapter. We had our meeting on Monday, and they're ready to hop in a van and drive up. So whenever y'all have an event, just give us enough notice so that we can secure housing, and we're there.
Actually, okay, yes. So we'll look at that for sure. Absolutely take you up on that. And then the other thing I was going to tell you is I just recently connected to here with my company, and they might have an event in Atlanta in November. So keep your eye out because I'm hoping that works out because you guys have like such a big chapter that I think it's going to be cool. Fingers crossed. I never want to get my hopes up until things are like details are finalized, but it's Miami and Atlanta. So fingers crossed.
That sounds good.
That
And I
makes
know
sense.
we
Yeah, and let me
have.
know because I may be in town because I'm going to
Ooh,
Atlanta in a couple,
yeah.
like next week,
Sure,
support week.
I was saying the same
So
thing. I gotta go visit my mom and them. I mean, put me on the distro. I might be out there.
Atlanta's on the calendar. That's awesome. I will though.
We'll let
we
y'all
were
know
trying
when
to-
we do our holiday event too, if y'all want to come down. It's in December. I don't know. I don't know. We have a solidified date. We have a Friendsgiving event, but it has limited seating, so I know
Yeah.
it's going to sell out.
You guys do that every year, right?
Mhm.
I've seen that. That's really cool. I know you guys like opened it up, wasn't it last year? You're like, if anybody else wants to come, and I really thought about it. Then I was like, you can't go, you can't drink.
Oh, yeah.
Pass.
It's not worth the drive if you're just going to sit here and talk to us.
I know, right? Just boring personality.
Got to make it worth your while.
Anyway, you guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night. You're obviously welcome to stay, but I can hear the kids screaming, so I was just vlogging it out. I was like, my
Great
husband's
job, guys. Great job.
Thank you guys for coming. It was so cool talking to you. Happy Halloween.
this was fun.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.